Good morning. You're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup. Big Dog Country, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Vance Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Hi, Wayne and surrounding counties. This is Sean O'Quinn with O'Quinn & Associates. The one constant in life is change. Throughout our lives, we will go down roads that we never imagined. I have decided that it is time for me to make a change. I have decided to start my own independent insurance agency. What does this mean for you? Better rates and multiple companies. Give us a call at our new number, 912-385-1000, or stop by and see us. We are still at 212 South 1st Street, and we look forward to serving you.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show, right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Doing good? Have a good weekend?
Yeah, good weekend. Enjoyed Media Day Saturday.
Did that go well, the 912 Media Day?
It went real well. Like I said, it's good to have all those coaches and players come at one location, catch up with a lot of people. Like I said, got a lot of good interviews, so had a good time.
We'll look forward to hearing those interviews this week. Well, we got a special guest.
I finally got to meet the Long County head coach.
You finally met him, huh?
Coach Feaster, nice guy. I said, led his team to the state playoffs, first time in school history, so it was nice to talk to him. Gave him our contact number. Looking forward to getting him in the studio before the season begins.
Yeah,
so just real nice guy. Yeah, but
who do we have in the studio this morning, Bob?
We got Coach. We got James Boot Thomas, County Commissioner, in there. He's been a coach before, but he's another one not afraid to come in when we ask him to. We do appreciate it over the years. You've been here many times, but you're not afraid of the microphone, are you?
Oh, thank you. I enjoy coming. Good morning to you.
Good morning there, Boot. You doing well?
Yes, sir. I'm wonderful, enthusiastic, and happy to be here.
Yep.
You're in this race. A lot of people don't even know there's a race going on, but I'm sure it'll pick up after.
Oh, yes. It's picking up now.
It's picking up now. So how's the race going?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm the old-fashioned way. I'm going house to house, especially in a new area, Dr. Town area and Anderson Drive. So we're going to make sure everybody's touched and that know that we care about them and that we're interested in them supporting me.
How long have you been commissioner for District 4?
I was first elected in 92.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a good experience, and it's something that I enjoy doing. It is something that I guess is my calling because I like helping people. So it's service. And I'm pretty sure in this business you have to have a thick skin and be willing to serve of some of the things you go through and some of the people that you meet.
Okay.
But first of all,
I
want to tell you that I listened to your broadcast with Mr. Anderson. So I want to be explicitly clear this morning that Bob, Butch, you look nothing like Drew Davis, okay?
I appreciate that.
You're saying Bob looks nothing like Drew, huh?
I just want to start off right.
So they'll never be confused.
I thought I'd make that observation. I didn't bring my Tennessee hat, a Tennessee cup. I want to make sure I was on point. So here I am.
Well, you mentioned you're out there with the voters, talking to people. What's on the mind? What do they ask about? And what's the concerns of the constituents in the county? Concerns
are economic growth, jobs, and that's what we're doing. Everything we're doing is geared toward economic growth. The tier we just got passed is going to be towards economic growth. People are Jessup is doing pretty good. We're in great shape. We're getting better. If you look around, on one corner or another, there's growth. Somebody's building, and that's good. That's increasing our tax base. That's increasing the digest so that we can do things. And of course, we're not in business to make a profit. We can't make a profit. If the digest grows and we go over, we can't go with that. If it goes over what we already have, we have to cut back the millage rate. If not, we have to have 3 hearings to tell you, we're going to raise your taxes. So we don't do that. Automatically mandated by the state.
Well, all the candidates came in there, the thing they talk about is lowering the taxes. So, and you've been a county commissioner for many years. There's the Balance Act. You want to increase wages but lower taxes. So how do you go about doing both?
I'm telling you this. That's probably how we got in the situation we were in back a couple of years ago when we had to levy that 5 mills. Can't keep kicking that can down the road. Sure, we're not allowed to make a profit, but we must spend your tax money as wisely and frugal as we can. Your budget, my budget, Butch, your budget, it doesn't decrease every year because thing goes up. So we have to do it the same way, prudently, not extravagantly. But I think we do a good job of spending our taxpayers' money wisely. We're at a shape now where we've come back from that. We've cut back the millage a couple of times, almost a third of what we levied. Also, we plan to continue to budget our money that we can operate. I think right now we can operate. We have reserve enough for 3 months operation if things get bad. Notice during the pandemic that we came through that okay because we were real good at using our money and things that we did.
And just joining us, James Boot Thomas, County Commissioner candidate, incumbent running for re-election in November. Again, I want to talk about this. The SPLOST apparently is not going to make the November ballot. Apparently there's not any agreement between the cities and counties on the disbursement of funds. The county administrator and some of the county commissioners are talking about this judicial complex. They want to see most of the money on the new SPLOST go towards that. So explain where we are in that, because apparently it's not going to get on the ballot in November. Apparently not going to be able to reach an agreement. So, I mean, it's not crucial it's on this year's ballot, but eventually it has to be on the ballot if you want to have that money continue to come in.
What we did was we brought in the experts. That's not something that we have expertise on, but we brought in the experts, and they came in and talked to the judges, to everybody that's in the court system in those places, and they did a study. This has taken a year to do that, and as a result of it, they did the study was so extensive, they did their due diligence. We didn't get through in time for us to negotiate with the municipalities, city and of Jessup, Oldham, and Scriven, that we were able to come to some kind of agreement to get it in before the deadline. So, yes, we missed the deadline, so it won't be on the ballot. But eventually we're going to have to address this problem. So we got time now to go back and address it and look at it and educate people on what we're doing because we have so many courts and everything. We got 5 courts, and we got to have room for those people. We got 5 courts. We got the Superior Court, which hears civil cases, domestic, related cases, criminal cases, parental and accountability, and drug court. We got 1 chief judge and 4 other judges, as well as a senior and juvenile court judge. State court, we got civil cases, criminal cases, 1 judge. Juvenile court hearings, we got delinquent delinquency and dependency, 1 judge, the magistrate court. We have civil claims, claims that are less than $15,000, criminal warrants and all that, criminal bonds, 1 chief judge and 2 judges, probate court, where you hear all involved in deceased estates, and 1 judge, which contains, and the Constitution contains that we must give people a due process with a jury and a speedy trial. Now, if we can't do that, we're going to get in a situation where a federal judge from Atlanta will come down here and they will tell us what we need to do, and we won't have a choice. They will make sure we have the number of courts we need and this and that, and I don't know how much that's going to cost. So we'll be at their mercy.
Again, the plan states, every picture in this figure is $41 million.
That's $40 million?
Yes. Do they need that much money? I mean, can they? Can they do it?
Like I said,
any other way? Is there any other proposal?
That's not my expertise. Like I said, they did their due diligence, and this has been a year-long study. We brought in the people from experts firm from Macon that's done courts across Georgia, and just like juvenile court, you have a separate place for that. You can't have the juveniles with the adults. Right now, we're limited, and we've probably got one of the most insecure courthouses in the state of Georgia. And I know because I travel all across the state. I've been fortunate to be blessed, and God has blessed me to go places and see things that I didn't think I'd be. Because of my reputation and things that I've done in the state of Georgia and with the county and with ACCG, I was appointed to the at-large representative for ACCG, which means I do, and people don't realize that, I represent 159 counties, so I represent 58 more counties other than Wayne. And people call me for different things, for advice, my expertise, and I do have a certain amount of expertise, but then again, too, I have resources in Atlanta that I can direct them to somebody that can help them. And I'm telling you that to go in a courthouse where you can go in it 4 different ways, that's unheard of. And the only place that has a metal detector is when you're going upstairs to the big court. Everybody else is unprotected. So it's a need.
Right. Security is definitely the issue, but what are they doing now to make sure things are secure? Because, like I said, we're not going to be building a complex overnight. So,
no.
In the meantime, how are we making sure that it is secure?
The sheriff is drawing up. He's addressing that plan. I'm sure we're going to have to close some of those interests and make sure that we have maybe 1 or 2 entrances that will enter the court. 1 in the front and maybe 1 in the back where you will enter your prisoners or whatever the case may be, people that's going on trial. But it has to be secure, and right now it's not.
And one thing people talk about all the time is the relationship between the cities and the counties. You mentioned they're not going to be able to reach an agreement on the referendum to get on the ballot. I understand that was a pretty contentious meeting between the cities. And, the county wanted more money than the cities were willing to give. So where do you see the relationship between the county government and the city governments of Jessup, Bowdoin, and Scriven?
Well, I think it's a good relationship because we help each other, and we did have a good debate or whatever. The only thing we were off on was the percentage of what each city would get, and that's always something that you have to negotiate on. With the magnitude of this project, it's going to take us negotiating to get it done. I mean, everybody, even though we are legislatively mandated for certain things, about 75% of the stuff that the county does is legislatively mandated. We don't have a choice. We have to provide courts. We have to do this. If the city so desires to shut down their police force tomorrow, then the sheriff is going to have to make sure that the whole county and city is covered. That's what we do. We don't have a choice. When they arrest somebody, when they put them in the county jail out there, then they belong to the county. Whatever happened to them is on the county. If the prisoner gets sick and we have to take to the hospital, I think we had one guy had some kind of catastrophic condition, whatever, was in the jail, and I think after a period of time, I think he cost us $200,000. And a lot of people don't know that, so we help each other. my job duty is to look at everybody, look at the county, the city of Jessup, Scriven, Odom, and to render them resources that can help them as well. Say, for example, the school board or the school department. We paved the parking lot. We paved the roads. When they opened up a new high school, we made sure that road was paved and got enough right of way that we could, if we needed to, the connection between 84 and 341, because that's what we do. Parking lots and all that were paved. So we have a agreement that we help each other. Say, for instance, I'm also wanting to help senior citizens, the new senior citizen community complex. I just secured a grant for $750,000 down in the Hall Richardson area. That's going to help the senior citizens as well as the city, because we're revitalizing that community down there. It's going to make it nice, and it's going to be nice. There's so much we can do with Hall Richardson. I don't know. Everybody wants to point out Hall Richardson. If you've been by there, if you've been down there, you know that Hall Richardson looks great. It's in a better shape than it's been. Our early voting is down there because that's our building. That's the only recreation park that the county owns in the city. So we make sure it's taken care of. That's why we moved there, because we can have early voting in there and don't have to pay anything, pay anybody to do that, which is saving you money. I want to say this too while I'm at it. My community, or the community in Hall Richardson area, those people that live across the street, Robinson Drive, and everything, that their kids play across the street at Hall Richardson, they are offended because there's been no problems at Hall Richardson with crime. There's been no criminal acts down there or anything. There's been no vandalisms or none of that kind of stuff. People go over there and play, and they have a good time. As a matter of fact, a lot of people schedule things at Hall Richardson for that reason, and we keep it in good shape. This has been maybe a 3-year plan for Hall Richardson to do the senior citizens and to revitalize Hall Richardson. We are looking at, too, as when we get through with the senior citizens, our community, it's going to be a dual building, that we're going to redo the basketball courts. As a matter of fact, we're going to take those up, and we're going to put concrete basketball courts like at Bill Morris, because that asphalt keep breaking. And it's going to make it real nice. We're going to make sure that we haul the dirt in there to elevate the field, the baseball field, or whatever it is. I grew up down there. Matter of fact, the very house that we bought on Poplar Street belonged to Reverend Green. And Reverend Green was my Little League baseball coach at Hall Richardson. And so we're going to revitalize that area. And I'm going to say this. There are some people that they're not concerned about Wayne County per se. They're all concerned about themselves and concerned about doing things that are outlandish, that they can get a pat on the back or whatever the case may be. Because in trying to secure that property, there were a few people that once we made an agreement with the young lady that owned the house, she travels. Excuse me. There was a few people who tried to underbid us, try to buy the property out from under us so that we couldn't build a building down there. And I think that's sad. We're trying to make the neighborhood better. And I don't know why they would do that other than just to interrupt what we're trying to do at Hall Richardson or to make me look bad or whatever the case may be. But in the process, even if somebody wanted to do that, if you're just trying to make me look bad, you're hurting the community, because building down there is going to revitalize that area, going to make it look nice. That's $750,000. And it's going to be a nice building for everyone to use. And when you say senior citizen community, we accommodate senior citizens from all over the city and all across the county. The Concerted Services, or Action PAC, as you call it now, I'm on that board of directors. Even back when Mayor McDaniel was bending, Concerted Services had a contract. Not only do we feed the senior citizens down at the senior citizen place, but we feed the senior citizens all across Wayne County. You're talking about, we deliver those meals. You're talking about a little over $2 million coming through Wayne County each year just for that program coming through Action PAC, which is greatly helping Wayne County and helping senior citizens, people who really can't do that.
And you mentioned the district's kind of changed, so you said you're going door to door seeing people.
Yes.
What kind of undertaking is that? For people listening, what's District 4 cover now? Because it's changed a little bit.
District 4 cover most everything from Cherry Street back towards Doctortown. We had with the new census, I had a little over 600 people. Minorities to move out of my district, and according to the Civil Rights 64, I have a protected district. At least it needs to be at least 51% minority, over 600 people. So we had to draw the lines where we could maybe draw some of those people back in for that reason. And so when we went to Atlanta, we found out that a lot of them was moving down on Doctortown Road and moving out around Anderson Drive, so we drew the lines to encompass those people in to get that district back balanced. At one time, and I finally learned about it, the district, they drew the federal prison in my district, which I think they had about 18% minority, which would get my percentage up, but they can't vote at the federal prison.
Can't vote, right.
But I was told they can vote in Puerto Rico, federal prisoners. But
is part of the country club still in District 4?
Part of it is.
That's what I thought.
I went back to the original district. When I first moved there, that was the first thing I did was check the property and the district lines. My house is right in the city limits. My backyard is against 17th Green. Outside of my backyard is the county. So I made sure I was in the county. I'm right there on the line, but I'm in the county. And whatever portion is in the city is in my district. Whatever's in the county that I had drawn into my district is now in District 3.
Again, this race is going to be decided in November. We ask all the time when people go in District 4 to vote, why should they vote for James Boot Thomas?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because my goal is to ensure integrity throughout all government affairs, to promote a high quality of life for citizens, and to continually pursue quality of growth in Wayne County. I researched my issues, and ever since I've been a commissioner, I've done that. I don't care about. And another thing, too, we need to pursue is that all local elections, all local positions should be nonpartisan. I'm never going to make a decision that's going to affect you nationally. Everything I do is going to affect me right now, right here in Wayne County. And I have 3 polls to tell me how good I'm doing. A Walmart poll, a Waffle House poll, and my angry neighbor knocking on my door poll. That's how I can tell you right away.
Why is the county commission partisan races for some reason? Who makes that decision?
I tried to get the county commission board to do the same thing that the school board did years ago when they went nonpartisan, and I was outvoted. I don't know if you recall when I was first elected in '92. I think I got outvoted 4-1 for about 2 years. I was in a corner over there, and so I did my research. I made good decisions, and after a while, people see that I was doing the right thing. I think Drew Davis asked me one time, said, "Well, Boo, how you feel about being outvoted 4-1?" I said, "Well, Drew, it's like this. I'm an old coach. I know a lot of jokes." I said, "Well, it's 5 guys in a truck, Drew." I said, "Well, driving down the road, and they came to a river." I said, "One guy was driving, and the other 4 was in the bed of the truck." And I said, he swerved to miss a deer and drove in the river. As the truck was sinking, the guy who was driving rolled the window down and swam to safety. The 4 in the back drowned trying to get the tailgate down.
Again, we appreciate you being here. Like I said, you've always been you always accept the invitation. We invite you to come to the show. We appreciate that. Like I said, I don't understand why some people are afraid to come on here, but we appreciate you coming on.
And I'm always going to come on here and give the right information, facts, and positive. I'm always going to be positive about Wayne County. I'm never going to come on here and say nothing negative because maybe I didn't get my way or whatever the case may be, because people look at that all across the state. I'm telling you, because I go all across the state. If people see that commissioners in the city and everybody bickering back and forth, we got to stop that, because that will stop industry from coming. They look for a government that's getting along together. They look for a great school system. They look for hospitals, and they look for people who are going to work with them. And if we don't do that, then we're going to keep people from coming. 80% of the industry is located in Atlanta, and we have to fight for the other 20%. Simple as that.
Yeah. Well, again, appreciate you coming in. Again, we'll have you in before now in November for sure, but wish you the best luck out on the campaign trail. It's awfully hot right now, that campaign trail, but we do appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you inviting me. I'll be happy to come again.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Boone. Bob, anything else you want to go over this morning before we head out of here?
Just getting ready for football in school. Like I said, we'll have Rachel going to ride people. They keep making changes on this James E. Bacon plan, but Rachel Burgess with the school system will be here tomorrow, so maybe we'll get the full report tomorrow from him on where they stand, because it seems to be a changing. It keeps changing day by day, so he'll be here with more information.
All right, Dr. Reggie Burgess on the world famous Butch and Bob Show tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. All right, Boo, good seeing you.
Good to be seen, not viewed.
All right, take care. All right, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn and Associates.